Hi, I'm Sophia L. I am so happy you are here. As always, I was just looking around for flowers in my house. I have like single roses here and there still surviving since Valentine's Day, which is pretty cool, and my birthday. And yeah, it was a couple weeks now, right? So I was gonna bring them in to the and I was like, no, I'm actually more curious to know if you guys got some flowers and if you just like felt the energy shift a little bit. It's the little things. So, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Here we talk about mindset, spirituality, subconscious reprogramming to create the life of your dreams, except we make them a reality with science backed tools. So I'm so happy to be here with you. I feel like I haven't done like a sit down one with you guys like this in weeks because it has been a couple weeks. So here we are. How did you guys like that hypnosis, the energetic detox? Oh my God, you guys, it's one I continually go back to whenever I feel like I picked up energy that's not my own, or like bad vibes or negativity, especially if you're around a lot of people, if you're at a party, if you're at a get together, if you're at work with a lot of people, wherever, if you're walking on the street, if you're like me and you live in the city and you're just to go down the block, you're passing by at least like 10 people. Energy is real. It's not wild to think that you might be picking up energy from other people, especially if you're sensitive to energy and if you, like me, are an empath. So it is a blessing to be an empath and it's a beautiful thing, but you just got to know how to protect your energy and also cleanse your energy, right? Energetic detox is great for that. It is free. It was last week's YouTube video that went out, and yeah, we got some views there. I'm happy for each and every single one, but like grateful for it. Like, comment, subscribe so we can help more people. Feedback would be so appreciated. Let's get into today's video and today's topic. So today I want to talk about something that came to me in like a guided meditation. It was the miracle moment. Whew. So the miracle moment, right? And what that is this moment right now, right this second, right? Is so miraculous in more ways than we even realize, because we can choose to shift our thinking, shift the lenses through which we are seeing the world and everything and everyone in it, including ourselves. And those alone will change our future, right? It'll change what we experience in the future, because everything that happened up until this point right here is in the past, right? It is old news, it's in the past, and it is a result of everything that we thought, believed, and all the actions that we took. Our thoughts, our beliefs create our reality. What we visualize in our minds, what we daydream about on repeat, we will experience and do experience in different ways in our lives. So the more inner peace we have, right? The more inner peace we cultivate, the more energetic detox that we play and listen to, the more we are able to just like kind of clear our minds, like clear the ruminating thoughts, and our minds be a peaceful place. Hypnosis has done that for me. I used to be one of those people who would be up for many hours of the night, all throughout the day. I was just like in my head, all these thoughts, and like, you are not your thoughts, right? You are not your thoughts, so you can detach from them. You don't have to pay attention to them. You don't have to take them and make a story about it. You don't have to make it mean something. You can just let them pass by. And the more you do that with repetition, that's why I love hypnosis so much, because it gets you into that state where your analytical mind is like kind of takes the back seat and your subconscious mind is like front and center, and it's easily reprogrammable for what you want, for what you want to believe. So maybe you don't want to continue believing that inner peace is impossible for you, that you don't even understand fully what that even means because maybe you've never experienced it, right? Or maybe it's been very fleeting, or you can experience it when you're on your own, but as soon as someone else comes into the picture, it's like just chaotic or chaotic to your nervous system, right? And then maybe your thoughts are all over the place. But you can reprogram your mind to know and to believe that what you desire, you can have. What you desire, you are more than worthy of. And, like I've said, also, as long as you are not taking from someone else and there's no like evil undertone in it, you are allowed to have what you want, right? There is so much of everything to go around. There is an abundance of all the goodness in this life, and you are worthy of it. And that's typically the number one issue, the number one block of why people don't have what they want, right? Because somewhere along the way in our life journey, we were taught, we were conditioned, someone told us, we saw our mother say it, whoever, someone that made an impression on us, right? And we took it on as belief about ourselves that said, you can't have it all. Just that one liner could literally cause you to believe for the rest of your life, if you don't choose a new, better, beneficial belief and reprogram that old one. And we know that thanks to neuroplasticity, we can do this. We can rewire our mind, and we should be. Why wouldn't you? You're not supposed to believe all the beliefs you've believed your whole life if they are not benefiting you, right? So don't hang on to them. You don't get a trophy at the end of life. Like, nobody's coming to you handing you a trophy. Like, good job. You held on to this belief that kept you small your entire life. No. No one's going to give you a round of applause. You're just going to be mad at yourself, and you're going to wish you could go back. So while we're here and now in this miracle moment, right? Choose now. What are some beliefs that you've been believing that aren't true for everyone in the world, but you somehow believe that they're true for you? And that's fine, of course. No judgment, no shame. But notice it and choose a better belief. Think of someone you admire. Think of someone who expands you, someone who expands the way that you see what's possible, right? And know that if they get to have it, you do too. What God has done for others, God could do for you and more. Okay? Could be your new affirmation. So take that with you, please. And thank you. And you're welcome. So, yeah, miracle moment. Come back to it. Nobody that I know of, at least I for sure, am not able to stay in this miracle moment 24/7, right? Life happens, toddler, teenager for me, husband, dogs, home, work, like all the things, right? We all have a life and we all have things going on. And then surprise things happen, right? That we have to deal with. Whatever you do though, come back to, guys, it's so crazy. It's 2:33, okay? Today's 3/3. Today's March 3rd, right? It's full moon eclipse. And 3/3 has been coming up for me so much lately. I know it has a few different meanings. The one that keeps coming up for me that resonates with me is creation. It's just so cool. Like even the miles on my car, there was like a 3/3 in it. I was like, you're joking. Everywhere. I just keep seeing license plates. That's another thing. It brings you back to the miracle moment, right? Is synchronicities like that, angel numbers, and then look up the meaning of it. what is the spiritual meaning of this number, right? And it doesn't have to be repeating numbers either. It could just be any numbers that you are seeing, any sequence of numbers that you are seeing on repetition. It's not an accident. Look it up, see what it means, see how it resonates with you, and it always does. So that's another great way to bring you back to the miracle moment and also connect you to the magic of the universe or God, angels, like whatever you believe in. They're sending you messages. They're rooting for you. And they want us to live life to our full potential, our greatest bliss. And when we take time to listen to that, like I did earlier today, right? That doesn't happen for me every day, just to be clear. But if you have the time and the energy, like do it every day. And of course I can make the time for it, right? If I really set the intention to do that. And I should, because the feelings that I felt, like it was just magical. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Blissful, magical, guided, supported. It's there's just so much more to life when we believe that there is, right? Because what we believe is true for us. I've talked about this on my TikTok. We could be dealing with something for months, days, months, even years. Because if we don't change the way that we're looking at it, the thing we look at will not change. But when we do change the way we're looking at something, it does change. It's a magical thing that happens. So, again, in the miracle moment, this all happens in the moment that you are fully aware in and out of your head and not consuming anything else, but just in this moment with you and you, knowing it's a miracle, right? It's a miracle that you noticed it. It's a miracle because it just is and you get to enjoy it. You have the possibility of choosing your next thoughts, choosing your next moves, choosing what gets to be true for you from this moment forward. Because again, everything that has happened up until this point, anything, everything, right, is old news. It's already in the past. It is not occurring right this second. What you choose to believe, know, and do from this moment on, and how you choose to think, what you choose to consume to also help support the new way of thinking that you are choosing. Get around expanders, you guys. That's a big thing. Like, we can't be watching horrible movies, scary movies all the time, the news all the time, and think we're going to have inner peace. Those things are meant to bring you down. Those things are meant to bring you to meet them where they're at, right? In the movie. So we're always trying to invoke some kind of emotion in you, right? Maybe just limit what you're consuming. Same thing goes for sad music. I was just talking about this again the other day with a friend of mine, and they were saying that they noticed they felt like they were in such a funk, and they noticed that the one thing that they kept doing while they were in that funk was listening to sad music. And they didn't even know why, but it made them very sad and it made them feel stagnant, right? Until they shut that shit off and listen to upbeat, uplifting music. Notice what you're listening to is a big thing because it affects your thoughts. And to your subconscious mind, it's as if it's actually happening to you. So consciously, we know we're watching a movie, it's not actually happening. We're listening to sad songs, this isn't our actual reality. But subconsciously, it doesn't know that. It doesn't know jokes, it doesn't know sarcasm, and it doesn't know that it's not actually happening to you, especially if you're feeling something, right? When you're watching these things, consuming these things, listening to these things. So, podcasts that make you feel good, that expand your way of thinking. What do you want to learn about? Or you want to learn about investing? Do you want to learn how to build a course? Do you want to learn how to find your soul's purpose, right? One of the reasons why I was so excited at the beginning of this video and still am right now is because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing what my soul's purpose is in this form, right? and putting this out into the world. And it's to help you think differently. It's to show you that there's a better way. It's to show you that you get to have what you want, and it's easier than it's simpler, not easier. It's simpler than you think, and you just have to change what's going on in your mind. We can literally go as far as to say there's a monster in your head, right? Like any thoughts that don't feel good, any thoughts that are shaming other people, judging other people. I can't believe they said that. Who do they think they are? What are they even talking about? They don't even make sense. Like whatever it is, they're this, they're that. You're judging, you're criticizing, you're putting other people down. Number one, your subconscious mind thinks you're talking about yourself. Okay. So you're literally taking on all of that. Number two, that energy that you're putting out is coming back to you and your family and your home. It just is, because you affect the people you're surrounded by and your home. And we don't want to do this, you guys. We do not want to live our lives. And sure, there's going to be times and moments that we're not fully in awareness. Like, what am I choosing to think right now? What am I choosing to say? But bring yourself back. It's like exercising a muscle. Your mind is like a muscle. You want to literally just keep bringing yourself back. You'll catch yourself. And the more you do this, the easier it'll be, and the quicker you'll bring yourself back to, oh, wait a minute, this is the miracle moment. Am I gonna choose to keep, shitting on this other person, but really shitting on myself and them? Or am I gonna choose to bless my family and myself and what I'm doing right now? And like, especially when we're cooking, like bless your food that you're making for your family. I know when I'm present, when I'm cooking, I can do that and the food always tastes better. Everybody eats. And then when I'm like in a rush and feeling overwhelmed and just have to make dinner quick, I am not in the miracle moment, right? I may be thinking about what I still have to get done, how much time I have left to get it done now, or whatever it is, what's working, what's not working in different areas. The food does not come out as good, and one of the kids don't eat it, if not both of them. They're just like, they just leave it. I don't think that's a coincidence. Moms, pay attention. You will notice this happening. There is a reason. It's not the kids. It's not the kids. It's us. When they're spiraling, they're having tantrums and stuff. We need to be their safe place. We need to be, and I know that's so much easier said than done. All of this simple, but they are not easy because we were literally taught the opposite our whole lives, right? Most of us, anyway. We were taught, don't cry, keep going, rushing. We have to go. Like running from place to place. Everything was chaotic. Everything was a rush. We didn't sit to process our feelings or even understand our feelings. And then we became an adult. And now we have the beautiful opportunity of understanding our feelings and all the things. The miracle moment, you guys. There's so much here. There is so much here. It's not to bypass anything that we're feeling either. It's not like when you're dealing with difficult emotions or challenging emotions, like just remind yourself emotions aren't good or bad. They're just an indicator of what's going on within me, right? So look at it. Love yourself enough to look at it and understand it a little bit. Where's this coming from? Why am I feeling this way? And feel it. Like a lot of the time, especially if we grew up not understanding our emotions and told not to cry, and know that your inner child is still within you. And so it's not too late. And the miracle moment can also be used to look at what's going on instead of, doing what we normally do. Maybe turn to like a freaking full glass of Oreos and milk, which is my go-to. And once I like, oh wait, what's actually going on here? Because why was I craving Oreos and milk? And sure, sometimes I can just have Oreos and milk and enjoy it. But a lot of the time, that's like my comfort go to that, like, I think makes me feel better, but doesn't actually make me feel better, right? So, what do you do when you're feeling like we may not even realize why we're doing it, right? So, again, miracle moment. Just stop to notice, why am I doing this? Not to shame yourself, not to fault yourself, none of that. Just, why am I doing this? Is it because I'm hungry? What am I doing this for? It doesn't have to just be Oreos and milk, of course. It could be a bag of chips. It could be, you know, several slices of pizza. It could be more fruit than you should be having in one serving, like whatever it is for you. It looks different for all of us, right? It could be projecting yourself on someone else. There's so many ways that we deflect and not stop and notice what is actually going on so we can just heal our own stuff, Look at our own stuff, love ourselves enough. It's self-care. This should be a non-negotiable, something that you do for yourself all the time as these things come up, right? Because who better than you to look at it and to love yourself through it? Who knows you better than you? So it takes 90 seconds for an emotion to go through you, right? Anything longer than that, we've attached a story to. What that means is if we chose to just sit there, notice the emotions that are coming up, and feel it 100%. Turn it up. Like, feel it even more. You are not going to die. You've got this. If you're afraid to do this, definitely do this with a mental health professional. But you can sit with yourself and just no, you've got you, and you can feel it's just an emotion, right? You can feel it. So many of us are afraid of feeling these emotions because we were taught not to feel them and literally told not to cry and not to feel our emotions. But no, cry, cry. Crying is so healthy. It's literally releasing what's within you, and it's like a cleansing as well. So let the tears flow. Where tears flow, healing begins. Feel your feelings. And when you're feeling them, say, let me turn it up even. Let me feel this 100%. I've got this. I've got me. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Longer out through your mouth. Continue to do that and let these emotions go through you, knowing these are not good or bad. I can just feel it and I can let it pass through. And then something physical, workout, jumping up and down, dance with your kids, jumping jacks, move the energy around. You know how like animals shake? Do you ever notice, if you have dogs, especially, like how many times a day they shake throughout their whole entire body, right? It like starts at their head and goes all the way through their tail, and they literally are shaking off energy. We can shake off energy in our own ways, right? Go for a run, literally jump up and down, and then let it just pass through you. Do you know how much like liberation there is in that? And once you do that, figured out a quicker way to heal and to love yourself, practice self care and self love, and process your emotions and learn yourself better. Miracle moment. Come back to the miracle moment. Catch yourself when you are not. Choose to come back to the miracle moment. What can I shift here? What do I need to process? Yeah, I can listen to the energetic detox and cleanse my energy, plant the seeds to what I want to manifest right now, and feel the feelings, because we know that's the key to manifesting anything we want, is feeling the feelings of what it would be like to have what we want, and clearing all the that's in the way that says we're not worthy of it, we're not deserving of it, it's impossible, someone like me doesn't get to live like that or have that or whatever it is. If you want to know your soul's purpose, check out Blissfully Aligned Destiny. It's my newest offer and people are loving it. I am loving it. I'm going back to it. I'm listening to the daily morning activations, and it's just setting me up for the day in on a positive note, on a light, like just clear, energetically like clean, fresh start. And that way I'm not taking anything from the day before. And again, it brings me back to the miracle moment that is the now moment. So check that out if you're interested. You can go to my website, Sophia with an FELLE.com for all of my offers. Forgiveness program is there if you're needing to forgive anybody. My self-love course is there that really shows you how to show up for yourself, your inner child, how to love yourself. There's so much good stuff in it. I often go back to the hypnosis for that one, for my fertility course. If you're on your TTC journey, I could talk about my courses all day. I love my work. It's what I'm meant to be doing. I'm doing my soul's purpose, right? This stuff lights me up. Um, and I'm sharing what has helped me along with these beautiful, beautiful tools that reprogram your mind for what you actually want, right? It's the fastest way to shift your identity. In my experience, I just love it so much. I would love to share that with you. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with someone who may need it. We can all use this reminder. I know I can. And to just continue knowing like what has happened in the past. We can leave it there and we're going to move forward with a better way of looking at things and just shifting what gets to be true for us. A great journal prompt that I'd love to give you for you to walk away with today would be I am someone who, and fill that out and continue writing that. I am someone who is supported. In what ways? Details matter. Go into details. And when you think you've gotten to every detail, go even deeper. I am someone who loves deeply and beautifully. I am someone who is respected and revered in my work, in my family, whatever it is. I am someone who is super in tune with her children. I am someone who is super in tune with their fur babies, right? And you can keep going with this. I am someone who has a great relationship with their mother. Maybe you're having a tough time or a challenging time in any relationship in your life, and you can choose to start shifting that. So I am someone who, what? I am someone who runs a successful business. I am someone who creates great content. I am someone who's a great cook, a great baker. Like, what do you want to do or be? And write that out and then start applying it. Make one small shift right after that. Go bake something, go cook something, like whatever it is that you want to shift or to experience, whatever you want to be true for you now, right? In the miracle moment. All right. I love you. You are so worthy of all your desires. Your desires are not an accident. You're supposed to follow them. Yeah. I will see you next time.